GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Hello and welcome to Galatta Plus. In this video review, we are going to be talking about Sarjun KM's Burqa, which is on AHA right now. It is a solid, deliberately theatrical and gorgeously shot debate on an Islamic practice. As always, this review may have spoilers, so do watch at your own discretion. Now, Burqa is set in Chennai and it opens on the eve of a communal clash. It's sometime in December. The date marks probably yet another anniversary of the demolition of the Babri Masjid in 1992, but again it's not made very clear, and again it's not very clear what year it is, because that's not important. The point is that something continues to inflame people who are rioting. A curfew has been imposed. The violence outside is the perfect backdrop for a story that questions the emotional violence that is perpetrated in the name of religion, like the Islamic custom of iddah or iddat. Wikipedia defines it as the period after the death of a husband or after divorce, during which a woman is confined to home and may not marry another man. One of its main purposes is to ensure that if a child is born to the woman, it is that of the divorced/dead prior husband. So to mirror the conflict on the streets, we have a quiet conflict raging inside our protagonist Najma. The film opens with a quote from the American writer Angie Wyland Crosby: "The wind breathes lonely, longing to be seen. Sometimes the soul has days like these." Najma's soul is like that wind. She's young and housebound and lonely. She's emotionally and possibly sexually lonely. Like an answer to her prayers, a wounded man named Surya lands up at her doorstep seeking protection. Their names are complementary. Najma means star, Surya refers to the sun. They are day and night in terms of personality, and yet there are commonalities, and this 1 hour 20-minute film is essentially a debate between these two characters, man and woman, Hindu and Muslim, mercenary street fighter and meek housewife, someone who spits on traditions and someone who upholds them, even if she is often confused about their validity. Now, talkie issue films are rare. I can recall Robert Redford's Lines for Lambs, which was a series of vignettes that added up to a grand indictment of American foreign policy, the apathy of the citizenry, the sad fact that civilizations do not sustain themselves through non-violence anymore, the culpability of the media, why Iraq isn't like Vietnam, and many other issues. Now, that film had many characters talking. Burqa is more like Before Sunrise, which has only two people in conversation, except that this conversation takes the form of a debate, the kind we might have with a friend during an evening we are feeling a tad existential. Cinematographer Baladwaj does something marvelous. His flamboyant work is a complete contrast to the theatrical nature of Burqa. The characters are filled with dark nights of the soul. The screen, meanwhile, is filled with gorgeous color and gorgeous light. Kalaiyarasan plays Surya, Mirnaa plays Najma. Their performances are solid without being spectacular, but the lack of fireworks in the acting department may be a blessing in disguise, because they clear the space for the real explosions, which are the ideas. Najma is a nurse. She heals the wounds on Surya's body, but can she heal the wounds that a patriarchal society inflicts on its most vulnerable, that is the women, both Muslim and Hindu? In a way, Surya saves Najma, at least for the duration of a day, as much as she saves him. Through tiny bits of drama, we get a sense of how society invades our most private spaces, our homes. Najma's former husband was quite liberal. He speaks to her about a holiday, just the two of them, one where she can wear a t-shirt, things that she likes. But the second they hear footsteps behind them, they draw apart and pretend to do something else. The things that they have said to each other, the closeness that they have expressed outside their bedroom, this is just not the dumb thing in a conservative household. Why is Surya so angry on Najma's behalf? Because he knows to an extent what she is going through. Because his mother too was suppressed by society for a reason. Society decided the fate of these two women. I do not care for the opening up of a few scenes that take place outside this house, like the one with Najma's father. It takes away from the claustrophobic atmosphere. The gradual understanding between the leads does a lot more, like in the echo scenes where they turn chairs in different directions while sitting so that Surya does not see Najma's face. And the dialogues keep making us think about the things we do. Do we tell small lies? Do we need to tell small lies in order to keep people around us happy? Can one person change due to another? There are no easy answers for any of these questions, and Sarjun is not after a neat closure to Najma's problems. He wants a debate, and if you're in the mood for one, his chamber play like film sparks this debate. And that's it about Sarjun KM's Burqa. If you like this video review, do subscribe to Galatta Plus and see you soon at the movies.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.